Happy Tuesday, top of the day to you out there in internet land. It's your boy Cedrick coming to you live here from Tampa. And I wanted to come in here and post a very, very important video to my network marketing buddies and pals. I have a significant amount of network marketing friends, affiliate marketing friends, direct selling friends that tend to follow me on social media. And I wanted to pass this information on to a significant amount of you. Now, there's going to be a few people who are not going to agree with this specific video. However, if I was posting it for agreement, I probably would not have posted it. I want to post this video because I think it's important as we go through a very important time inside of social media that a lot of people just are not aware of. And I want you to really, really, truly keep this in mind. Years ago, I would say 3, 4, 5 years ago, you could post something about a ham sandwich and get 500 likes and get 1,000 likes, even if you weren't that popular. And then what Facebook started to realize was that there was a lot of people getting rich. There was a lot of people making a significant amount of money off of their backs. So they started dumbing down the algorithms. They started dumbing down the algorithms. Now, I'm not sure if you have noticed or not, but everybody isn't seeing your post, okay? The only people that are truly seeing your post right now are people that engage on your wall, people that are leaving comments, people that are liking your post, people that are loving your post. Just because you've got 5,000 friends, you might put up a post today and get 15 comments or 20 comments. Not even 300 of those friends even saw your specific post. And then as entrepreneurs, what we tend to do is we tend to go against the grain so much that we can hurt our own engagement because we go against the grain so much. Now, as entrepreneurs, we know that we don't have a boss, right? There's some of us that are part-time entrepreneurs and there are some that are full-time entrepreneurs. So part-time entrepreneurs, you have a boss 4 or 5 or 6 or 8 hours a day, and then you come home and you do not have a boss. Full-time entrepreneurs, we have no boss 24 hours a day, right? So we tend to do what we want to do as entrepreneurs. And sometimes we can get a little too loose on social media, and it costs you a significant amount of money. It costs you a significant amount of people that are following you, and it costs you a significant amount of relationships based on your belief that you're trying to put out on everyone else. It's very important that you understand this. So what are those 3 things? These 3 things are very common. They're extremely common, okay? But so many of us ignore it, right? And then we wonder why sometimes you do a Facebook Live and there's only 3 or 4 or 5 people on it, because for a long period of time, you were posting something within these 3 categories that I'm talking about today, and it affected your engagement big time. Now, again, there's going to be some people that don't agree with this, and I can totally dig it. I totally dig it. Listen, we can agree to disagree. That's the beauty of being a human being. On the same token, as an entrepreneur, there are certain unwritten rules. There are certain unwritten rules that if you break those unwritten rules, your pocketbook or your wallet will reap the repercussions. So we can break the rules. We can easily break the rules, but our pocketbook and or our wallets are going to feel the repercussions of those decisions. So what are those 3 things? Number 1, religion. Number 1, religion. Okay, listen, if you are a Christian, if you are a Muslim, if you are a Jehovah's Witness, if you are a Buddhist, if you are an atheist, whatever the case may be, awesome. Everybody has their specific religious preference, right? And I have my religious preference. You have your religious preference. But whatever my religious preference is, doesn't mean that as an entrepreneur, I should try to baptize you, that I should try to bring you into that specific religious preference that I specifically have. Now, I believe in God, and you hear me talk about it on Facebook quite often. I just don't get specific on a religion standpoint. And let me tell you why this is so important. You know, I was looking at a post not too long ago. I was looking at a post not too long ago of a friend of mine that I actually know that was at a specific network marketing business event, okay? Significant amount of people, and he was praying at the event, and there were thousands of people at that event, and he was a Christian, okay? More power to him, fantastic. However, as a Christian praying at that specific event, there were people in the crowd that were atheists, that were Muslims, that were Jews, that were Jehovah's Witnesses, that were numerous different religions that now you have segmented them out. You've segmented them out because of your specific religion. Now, listen, again, we all have a religious preference. I get that. And I'm not knocking anybody's religion. That's not what this Facebook video is about. What it's about is, as an entrepreneur, you must learn that you are attracting people from all different walks of life. From all different walks of life. So if all you want to attract are Jehovah's Witnesses, then that's all you talk about. If all you want to attract are Muslims, that's all you talk about. If all you want to attract are Christians, that's all you talk about. If you want to attract people from all different walks of life, be neutral. Be neutral. If you want to attract people from all different walks of life, be neutral. One of the best ways to be able to create a team that looks like a bag of Skittles, meaning there's red people, white people, black people, brown people, there's people from Egypt, there's people from Greece, there's people from Canada, there's people from Korea, there's people from numerous different religions, whatever the case may be. The way you attract that and build a bag of Skittles in a humongous business, ladies and gentlemen, you do so by being neutral. See, whatever your religion is, that's your religion. It blows my mind sometimes that because of social media, we think that we've got to tell everybody everything. Everything doesn't need to be told on social media. Everything that you do does not need to be told on social media. So if you're an entrepreneur, I want you to think about this. If you're an entrepreneur and you want to attract people from all different walks of life, learn to be neutral. Money is green. Money is green. And the last thing you want to do is put people in a box because of you constantly going down one road so hard and you eliminate so many other people. What's the next one? Politics. Oh my goodness. This one is scary. This one is scary. So over the past couple of years, let's just say it's been interesting, to say the least. This weekend, very interesting. There's a lot of interesting things happening in the world, let alone the United States. Now, however you feel about the president, constantly saying stuff about him on Facebook, constantly telling people, if you follow this man, if you voted for this man, you suck, you're this, you're that, you're blah, blah, constantly saying that. Being on other people's political posts and then commenting on their political posts, getting into vocal arguments with people on social media, on someone else's political post, and you think that your friends can't see that, ladies and gentlemen, you are opening up Pandora's box. You are literally opening up Pandora's box, okay? You have to be careful with this stuff. Again, if you want to be an entrepreneur that is using social media, you want to pay attention to these unwritten rules. If you don't care about social media, and as an entrepreneur, you're not using social media as an entrepreneur to build your business, then feel free to ignore everything that I'm saying. But if you're utilizing social media to build a business, specifically in network marketing, you've got to pay attention to this, because there's going to be some people that are going to join your team that are Democrats. There are going to be some people that are going to join your team that are Republicans. There are going to be some people that are going to join your team that are independents. There's going to be some people that are going to join your team that are grassroots. There's so many different, there's a couple of different parties, right? I can't vote, so I don't even know all the different parties, but that's totally irrelevant. The reality is this. The reality is simply this. If you are 100% Republican and you hate Democrats, you probably don't want to say that on social media or constantly keep praising the person that you love. Vice versa, if you are a Democrat and you hate Republicans, it's probably not behoove you to be on social media telling everybody who you love and who you hate and the reasons why, especially as we go into this political season coming up literally here in 2020. In 2020, I could promise you there's going to be a significant amount of people that are going to lose so many Facebook friends. It already happened the last go around. that people were arguing publicly. I didn't know that you were an undercover racist. And it was crazy, the amount of nonsense that was going back and forth on social media. And then we as entrepreneurs wonder why people look at your status when you sent them an inbox message and it says read. And they never commented because they remember what you said 6 months prior. They remember what you said a year ago. They remember how hard you went in on that particular Facebook Live on what you like. Again, I get it. I get it. So many of us are proud of our political party or whatever the case may be. I get that part. I totally get it. All I'm going to say is this. You're an entrepreneur. You're an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, the smartest entrepreneurs that utilize social media to build their business, they don't get into politics on social media. They know to stay away from religion and they know to stay away from politics. You have to be neutral. You're trying to attract people from all different walks of life. I'm seeing people right now that are actually feeling the repercussions indirectly, and they don't even know it. They don't even know it. They're feeling the repercussions indirectly on social media based upon how hard they went a year or two ago, or 6 months ago, or 9 months ago. And man, there's going to be some of my friends that are going to see this video. They're going to be like, "Ced, what are you talking about?" That are really not going to like this video. If I posted this video for it to be liked, I probably would not be posting it. I'm posting it to tell you the truth because it will set you free, especially knowing what we're getting ready to go into in 2020. Because some of y'all have killed your followings because you went so hard and you're still going hard. And every time something happens on Fox News, every time something happens on CNN, it's like you create a poll on your Facebook wall. What do you think about this? This person just said this. You create a poll on your Facebook wall. And when you're creating a poll on your Facebook wall, what you're actually doing is you're separating people. You are separating people. I thought you were an entrepreneur. So you mean to tell me that if you recruit Billy, right, and Billy is making $20,000 a month in your business, and let's say that off of that 20 grand a month, you're making 6 or 7 grand a month. Billy makes 20 grand a month. You're making 6 or 7 grand a month off of what Billy's doing. Billy's a Republican and you're a Democrat. Are you berating Billy now? Are you calling Billy, talking smack to Billy? Are you picking up the phone, calling Billy, saying, "Billy, you know what? You should transition over. The Democrats suck." Are you doing that? Are you going to kill your check knowing that you're making $6,000, $7,000 a month off of what Billy is doing? Now, if you said, "Yes, I'm going to do that," I'm going to highly suggest that you pop off of this Facebook Live right now and take a mirror and stick it under your nose to make sure that you fog it up. Because why would you directly destroy your money? Why would you directly pick up the phone and call up Billy and say, "Billy, I know you're a Democrat and I'm a Republican and I hate the Democrats and the Republicans are the better and blah, 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 blah. And I know that you're making 20 grand a month right now and that's fine and dandy, but you know what? You're not going to destroy your whole check." Well, guess what? You already did. The reason why Billy didn't show up in your business and you can't even make that phone call to Billy now is because Billy saw your Facebook post or your Facebook video 6 months ago or a year ago or 2 years ago. He already saw that. So you won't have the ability to have that conversation with them because Billy isn't joining you. You can feel free to argue this video. It's okay. We can agree to disagree. We can have a dialogue on this. It's cool. It's all dialogue. I won't get into an argument though, because I just don't have time for that. And neither should you. What's the third thing? What's the third thing? Sexual preference. Religion, politics, sexual preference. Stay away from it. You don't like gay people? That's your business. That's your business. You don't like gay people? That's your business. You don't like transsexual people? That's your business. You don't like bisexual people? That's your business. That's your business. That is your business. Proclaiming it on social media, you just totally killed a strong segment of people. Listen, you better learn to love all people. You better learn to love all people. Okay, so you love women. Okay, so you love men. But there's people on your Facebook wall that might love the person of the same sex. That's their preference. You going on social media, beating it all down, talking smack about it, this, that, blah, 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 blah. All you did was take that segment of people and have them delete you and block you and never do business with you and never buy anything from you, never join your business or nothing, because you put on Facebook what you hate, what you hate. Why is it that we always have to put out what we hate? Why is it that we always got to put out what we hate? What is the purpose of that? Now, let me take it one step further. If you have a problem, this one is spooky. If you've got a problem with biracial relationships, interracial relationships, that's your problem. If you are Black and you've got a problem with white people, that's your problem. If you are white and you have a problem with Black people, that's your problem. If you are Asian and you've got a problem with Australians, that's your problem. If you're Australian and you have a problem with Asians, that's your problem. If you are purple and you've got a problem with someone having a baby with someone that's Asian, that's your problem. Why are you worried about what somebody else is doing? Why? Why are you giving energy to the next man or the next woman? Why do you care about the relationship that somebody else is in? So what? So what? It has nothing to do with you. But when you proclaim this on social media, I hate when people do this. I hate when people do that. When you claim this on social media, again, you are boxing yourself into a corner. Now, here's one of the worst things that you can do. You can say, you know what? I'm a Republican and I hate Democrats, so I'm just going to talk about Republicans, and I hate Democrats. I'm heterosexual and I hate anybody that doesn't do heterosexual people. So I'm just going to talk about gay people and bisexual people and transgender people all day long on my Facebook wall. You know what? I hate it when Black men date white women. I hate it when a white woman dates a Black man. I hate it when a purple person dates this person. I hate it when an Asian dates an Australian. I hate it when a Korean dates a Puerto Rican. You hate that. I'm going to talk about that all day on my social media. See, as you are talking about all the things that you hate on your social media, there's people that are silently looking at your wall going, interesting, delete, 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 block, delete. Ooh, let me tell my friends about this person. Now they tell 5 or 6 or 10 other friends about the things that you're posting. Now they delete and block you. Then indirectly one day you end up trying to recruit them into a business or something, and they remember that you were 5 or 6 or 7 degrees of separation from Billy, and they remember all the things that you said. But you're wondering why you're not getting the views that you want to get on your Facebook post. You're wondering why you're not getting the comments that you want to get on your Facebook Live. You're wondering why nobody's responding to your inbox message. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to learn to be a businessman and a businesswoman. Now, I know social media allows us to say what we want to say. However, 90+% of the people that say the things on social media that they say today would never say it to people's face. See, this is 2019. 90% of the things that people say on social media, they would never have said it in 1985. They would have never have said it in 1991, 92, or 93, or 94 for that matter. But all of a sudden, we got a whole bunch of keyboard gangsters. All of a sudden, people are typing on their doggone computer now like they're eating spinach as they put in keywords and turn it into Popeye, thinking that they can knock everybody out. But then they turn into a turtle shell when somebody actually approaches them about the stuff that they put on social media. One of the things that you can do, ladies and gentlemen, is eliminate all of that and not even put yourself in that predicament. So if you don't like certain types of relationships, keep it to yourself. Hate in your closet. Hate by yourself. Hate amongst your group of friends that you keep to yourself in your house. Don't affect your business by talking about it on social media. You hate Republicans, you hate Democrats, keep it to yourself. Keep it in the group of Republicans that you hang around or the group of Democrats that you hang around, and don't go all on Twitter and social media and go ham with it, okay? Keep it to yourself. You're really big in your religion. I get it. I totally get it. Now listen, for those of y'all that are not using social media as an entrepreneur, these things don't apply to you. But specifically those of you that are in network marketing, specifically those of you that are in network marketing. Now, again, man, oh man, oh man, I tell you, hold on, let me read some of these comments because this one is going to work up a couple of people. Let me see. Let me read some of these comments here real quick. There's, oh boy, there's going to be some people that ain't going to like this. Now, some people are going to comment, and then some people are going to not comment and just look at the video and then not say nothing. If you agree or disagree or whatever, feel free to comment. I'm not gonna get into a tit for tat on you on Facebook. I don't have that kind of time. And if you have that kind of time, you should really find something else better to do. I'm not going to get into a tit for tat with you on Facebook. We can always agree to disagree. I'm just trying to throw some game out there for my entrepreneurial friends. That's it. I'm trying to put some game out there for my entrepreneurial friends. There's so many underlying laws that are out there in the world that because they're not written in stone, we think that they're not laws because they're not written in stone. Well, I can't go to jail over it, so it's not a law. There's underlying laws that if you break them, you pay consequences. There's a consequence to talking about all of the categories of people that you don't like. There's a consequence to that when you talk about it publicly. There's a consequence. There's a consequence to talk about racial stuff publicly that you don't specifically like. There's a consequence to it. There's a consequence to talking about politics that you don't like. There's a consequence to it. There's a consequence. You can act like it's not a consequence, but there is. Now, have I deleted people, you know, during the last season when so much stuff was going on? Yeah, I mean, there were certain things that were said that I was like, wow. But instead of me getting on a tit for tat with that person, I just realized who they were and just deleted them and kept it moving. I'm not going to spend any more energy on it. It is what it is. But some of you get into these inbox messages with people, and you have to realize as soon as you start an inbox thread, see, I live by a certain code, right? And here's the code that I live by. As soon as I send out a text, as soon as I send out an inbox message, I'm just assuming that 50 other people have seen it. You should adopt that. I'm assuming that 50 other people have seen it. So Johnny puts up a political post that you don't like, and instead of you going on this wall, going back and forth with him, you get into his inbox. Now y'all get into an argument on inbox. Well, I believe this and that, and then you back and forth, 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 back and forth. That's how you create screenshots. And people get to post the whole thread. Have I posted on people's walls before certain things that I didn't like? I sure have. Have I had to pay the consequence for it? Sure I have. Absolutely. I'm speaking from experience. It wasn't political. It wasn't sexual. Okay. It wasn't in the realms of things that we've talked about. However, you just have to assume. You just have to assume that if you start going in on people on social media, screenshot. You're going in on people in inbox, screenshot. You should assume that. That goes for all of y'all that keep sending out these naked pics too. You should assume that 50 other people have seen it. I know network marketers that I know network marketing former company owners that have sent out pictures of things that they shouldn't have sent out that went viral. And they wondered why the volume in the company went to crap. I don't know. You sent your picture of something that you shouldn't have sent to one particular person, and now it went out to 70 other people, and now there's 70 people looking at you like, he did what? It just went viral. I mean, the quickest way to get something viral to go is to tell a networker, hello, McFly, hello. So you should assume if you're in their inbox talking smack, somebody else is seeing it. Let it go. Let it go. Just let it go. There's nothing wrong with you being solid inside of your political views or solid inside of your racial views or solid inside of your sexual views. There's nothing wrong with that, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm telling you is that when you try to pour it on other people, I know of a particular gentleman that has made a significant amount of money inside of network marketing. But because of his political preference and how hard he goes inside of his political preference, he's blocked out a bunch of people. A bunch of people have been completely blocked out because they won't do business with this person because of the political preference on how hard he goes on that political preference. Like if you're in meetings, doing meetings, it's behoove you probably to keep your political preference to yourself. You shouldn't bleed that into a group of people when there's 50, 60, 80, 100 people. Now, again, to each his own. I'm not expecting, I can't say this enough. I'm not expecting everybody to agree with this. I'm an imperfect human being, just like every single person looking at this video. I have made numerous mistakes and I still make them to this day, just like you. Here's the thing. I like to learn from those mistakes and try to teach people from those mistakes as well, so you don't fall down the same trap. So you don't put yourself in a position that now all of a sudden you're trying to recruit people, you're trying to build a business, you're trying to do certain things, and you're wondering why certain things aren't happening. And you start to think, man, what did I say? Oh, wow, during that season for 6 months, you were going political crazy. Ooh, you should probably go through your feed and maybe delete some of those old posts. And you're still doing it. You're still doing it right now. Every time something happens on Fox News or CNN, you still posting it. You still going in on what you hate. You still going in on what you hate. This person didn't do this. This person didn't do that. You going in super duper hard on what you hate, and you probably didn't even vote. But even if you did vote, you still going that hard. You can't change it right now. There's nothing you can do about it until the next election. So why are you posting about it every 10 minutes and killing your feed and killing your Facebook lives and killing the people that could be connecting with you? I can't apologize for this video because I can only speak from the heart. For those people that don't like this, you have the ability to delete me off of Facebook just like I can delete you. We have a remote control on this thing called Facebook. If you don't like any of the videos that I post, you don't have to look at them. Just like if you don't like what somebody else says on social media, you don't have to look at it either. But as entrepreneurs, we got to be smarter than this. We got to be smarter than this. We got to realize that we're trying to attract people from all different walks of life. And some of us want a business that looks like one type of person. I don't want a business that looks like one type of person. I don't. Okay? I don't want one race in my business. I don't want one religion in my business. I don't want one nationality in my business, and neither should you. I want a bag of Skittles. How can you end up in Mexico with people speaking Spanish if you're zoned in on one race? How do you end up with people speaking Malaysian if you're zoned in on one race? How do you end up with a team that looks like a bag of Skittles if all you want to do is co-sign on one type of person? How do you create a movement if you say all I want is women? How do you create a movement if you say all I want is men? How do you do that? See, you want to create a movement with men, with women, with black people, with white people, with red people, with Asians, with Australians, with Spanish people, with so many different demographics that you need 7 different translators with you. That's when you're building a big business. That's how it should be. And how do you get those people? By understanding, stay away from certain things publicly. Stay away from it. Your private preference is your private preference. That's your preference. But stay away from those things in a public manner. Now, we know that there's some of you that are undercover. I get it. I've met quite a few personally that were undercover that say that I don't dislike this type of person or that type of, really? Tell your face that. Tell your body that. Tell your attitude that, because your attitude says something totally different. Like, okay, I know that you smile at key, and la da 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 in certain people's faces. I get all that. But when you close the doors, we know who you really are. I get that part. I know that there's certain people like that, and you can love them from afar. Doesn't mean that you got to be with them every day. Doesn't mean that you got to do business with them every day. Okay? But on a public basis, and a public basis as an entrepreneur, again, for those of you that aren't using social media, ignore this video. You aren't using social media to build your business, ignore this video. It's totally irrelevant to you. But if you're in network marketing or direct sales or affiliate marketing or something, and you're using social media and you're running ads and you're doing posts and you're boosting videos and you've got a fan page and you're actually utilizing Facebook as a way to create traffic and to create eyeballs, and you have your own quote unquote TV station on Facebook, then be very, very conscious. Be very, very conscious of staying away from certain things so you can attract everyone. Because the more you're attracting everyone, the bigger your business can get. The more you box yourself in to say that I only want to talk to this demographic, that's this race, that's heterosexual, that only speaks English, that only does this, then you are segmenting your business to one section of people, and that is the only section of people that will ever join your business. And it will be so obvious when we come to a convention. It will be so obvious when we get on a Zoom or a webinar. It will be so obvious what your target market is based upon what everybody sees. But if you mix it up, and you say, you know what, I want to create a bag of Skittles, so I need to be a little bit more generic with my post. I need to take my political views and I need to keep them to myself, or have those conversations with my girlfriends on the phone, or my guy friends on the phone, or my best friends on the phone, but not put that out there on a social media platform, not create videos about it, not create memes about it, not taking all these different memes that people put out with different politicians and all that stuff and putting it all on your wall and pissing off all the people that love that specific politician. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I know we got a little sense of divide that's going on in the world right now. But guess what? This was already written a long time ago. I don't know why you're trying to avoid it. It is what it is. There's not a lot of things that you can do about it, but stay in your lane. Stay in your lane and do you. But as you stay in your lane and as you do you, that lane doesn't require you to grab a megaphone and tell the whole world what you hate. Because the more you keep telling the whole world what you hate, the more you are hating the amount of money that will show up into your bank account, because you are diminishing it day by day by day by day by day. If you don't believe me, just watch. If you don't believe me, ignore the video and continue posting about politics. Feel free. What you recruited before, you won't do it again. I promise you that. I promise you that. And if you think I'm talking about you, maybe I am. If the shoe fits, wear it. If the shoe fits, wear it. I'm not talking about any specific person, but from time to time, I get these messages from people that are like, well, Cedrick, are you talking to me? If the shoe fits, wear it. I did not cut this video about a specific person that I saw that said this. This has been happening for a while. This just happens to be one of the topics in my Facebook Lives that I wrote down a long time ago. I just happen to be getting around to it today. So if you don't believe this video, feel free to ignore it, cut it off, and go post something about Trump, go post something about Mueller, go post something about the debates, go post something about Democrats suck, go post something about Republicans suck, go post something about the grassroots people suck. Go ahead, just post it. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Watch what happens. You don't believe me? Post about how you hate people that are gay, how you hate bisexual people, how you hate transsexual people. Feel free. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Boy, you got a community that might do something bad to you. Be careful with that stuff. But if you don't believe me, go ahead and post it. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Okay? You post all this racial stuff, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Diminish your business. Scary place to be. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we are able to put our opinions on social media, because that's what they are, opinions, right? Yes, we're able to put our opinions on social media. Just remember this as I close this out. There's people that are watching you that have never liked or commented on any of your posts. As an entrepreneur, there's somebody that's been following you for 3 years that never joined the business of yours. That it might be their time to join now. It might be their time to lock arms with you. That person could end up bringing 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 grand a month to your business. They could literally change your life. Every networker that I know is literally one person away from getting their life changed. One. You're one person away from getting your life changed. I don't care what type of comp plan that you're in. It doesn't matter if you're in a pass up, a one up, a binary, a unit. I don't care what type of comp plan that you're in. You're one person away from your life being changed. Now, why would you want to eliminate that one person from your life based upon some things that you want to get off of your chest on a video or on a post that all of your 5,000 friends didn't see anyway? They didn't all see it anyway. Who would you have had to say that to in 1985 when there was no social media? Who did you say that to then? Why don't you step back into 1985 for a hot second, especially knowing that it's affecting your money, because it is. With that being said, I got to run. My phone has been ringing. My phone has been ringing and buzzing over here. I got to hop on this phone and take care of some business. Hope you guys got some value from this Facebook Live. For those of you that it bothered you, the truth will set you free. And again, we can agree to disagree. We can agree to disagree. I'm just trying to share some things with some of my entrepreneurial friends that I know that can help you, because some of you are shooting yourselves in the foot big time and you don't even know it. So God bless you all. Thank you so much for the likes, the shares, the comments, the emojis, all that good stuff. I'm going to jump back into this lab and finish out this phenomenal Tuesday. So it's only fair that I end this as I end all the rest of them. Go out there and make somebody smile today. You know why? Because they deserve it, and so do you. Until the next time, deuces.